We're back.
We're back, and welcome back to the channel. I'm Brian.
And I'm Matt.
We're the Whiskey Wimps. Today, we're tasting...
Oh man, what are we tasting?
We're blind tasting. All Brown-Forman. A huge fan of Brown-Forman. Love Brown-Forman products. Jack Daniels is a Brown-Forman product. I don't know how that works exactly. Well, they own it, but they still do their stuff in Tennessee. But in particular, we got Old Forester 1910. We've done blinds of Old Forester before. We got Old Forester 1920. And then we did the blend. Hillary blended.
Oh.
Oh, what? Oh, she mixed. She put the. I hope she didn't write it wrong on the thing. She switched the caps. You switched the caps. She switched the corks. Maybe I did it because we found that this is very nice at blind. I've heard lots of people recommend blending 1910 and 20, and it is nice. It's gonna be tough to pick out in the blind, I think.
Very tough.
But we're gonna try. And then the fact that Woodford Reserve is also a Brown-Forman product. I mean, these are, the mash bills on all three of these whiskeys are exactly the same. 72% corn, 18% barley, and 10% rye. So we're gonna do our best to try and figure out which one is which. And you guys are gonna come along with us. Ready? All right, so this is your first time one of our blind tastings. It works like this. We got A, B, C, D. My wife Hillary was just here, poured them, so we don't know which one's which. We're gonna go through A, B, C, and D, write down our notes, write down our final answers, then we'll go back through again. Let's not go back in reverse. Let's go back this way again this time. What do you think?
Works for me.
Works for me.
Ooh.
I know what that is. So I'm getting a bit of, it's a little strong. I'm getting like a little ethanol on the palate, or on the nose, I should say. A little ethanol. I'm not going to tell you what I'm getting on the nose. I'll tell you after. But I'll just say that it. I know what it is.
Crap.
Again, that ethanol on the nose.
Very highly ethanol.
Very high ethanol. Maybe it hasn't been open long enough, but it seems like I've had it open for a while. Assuming I know what it is, which I do, as I said right off the bat. A. Last month too, I knew A immediately, right? It was like, oh yeah, because A was Balcones last month. But this is the Woodford Reserve. Let's just go ahead and say it. I see your notes now. I see you have the same written down, Woodford Reserve. Here, I'll just open my notes too.
That way you can see that I'm not rewriting anything.
I'm not worried. I don't think I'm gonna cheat. Come on, dude.
I'm curious though, but I won't say anything out loud.
Looks like okay, well let's do, we got the Woodford. So on this I got that graham cracker nose. There's ethanol, but then graham cracker on the nose.
This is so highly ethanol.
I didn't even taste this on the first run through.
Oh,
I
really?
just smelled it and I was like, oh, that's that. But I get s'mores. Like it's literally graham cracker on the nose.
This is a s'more.
Get the toasted marshmallow across the middle of the palate, and then finishes on some dark chocolate action. That's the, and that Woodford Reserve has, from what I understand, there's some 17-year-old whiskey in there. Like there's no age statement on the Woodford Reserve Masters Select, or Masters Collection. It's batch 16, by the way. I think it was released last year in the winter, and it's just, I'm assuming there must be younger whiskeys, which is why there's no age statement, but from my understanding, there is 17-year-old whiskey in there, and it's probably what's giving it that.
You know what gave it away more for me?
Dark chocolate.
It just seemed a little bit more watered down as well down the palate.
It is only 90, what is it, 90 proof?
82. No, 90 proof.
90 proof?
90.4 proof. Which isn't far off from the 1910. Awesome.
So on B,
I got
we both got 1920. And for me, there's like a cinnamon, like a deep cinnamon with, like, the nose has this sugar in the raw, and even on the palate, it's like if you melted down some sugar on the raw with some cinnamon, and it's definitely got more heat. You know, you can taste that proof in there.
Definitely.
With that, there's still that hint of banana. It's like, but I get banana now and later.
I got banana heavier on D.
Yeah, well, I get on C. Well, let's move on to C.
Okay.
For
C, I got 1915.
C, I got 1910.
Okay.
Excuse me. And so I'm thinking that it's I'm getting that ripe banana, like the brown ripe banana on the nose.
See, I got that heavier with D. See, to me, C off the nose was a lot like B, which made me conclude, based off the process of elimination, that was 1915. And then D was that heavy, ripe banana.
Now see on D, I'm getting some of that cinnamon on the palate. I'm getting more heat than I was from C, which is what made me lead to 1915. I was tasting a bit more heat on D than I was getting off of C, and I'm getting it again right now. I feel like I'm getting more heat off of D than I am on C, which is the only thing I had to go off. Again, I think this is probably the most difficult blind tasting we've done yet, being that they're all the exact same. It's the opposite of last month. Last month were wildly different whiskeys.
Yeah.
This month is like literally the same mash bill in every single one.
For me, D was highly on the ripe banana, which led me to believe it was 1910.
You might be right. I'm tasting C. You might have everyone right, and I might be wrong. I'm still C and D. Like I said, they were super hard for me to tell apart. Shall we consult the oracle? Let's consult the article. Well, we both know. I think we all know it's gonna be the Woodford Reserve on A. I think that we can also agree that B is gonna be 1920 without even having to check the oracle sheet. 1920. So.
Ooh, you nailed it, buddy.
I nailed it.
You nailed it.
I nailed it. Like I said, there's more heat. I felt a little bit more heat on D. For what I was thinking, there's the 1920 in there on the blend. You know?
Man, see, for me, D was just so on that ripe banana. I was almost I thought I nailed it this time.
It's good though. You're getting better. And I was still, like I said, I was still questioning. The little bit extra heat had me thinking, okay, that must be the blend, but that was it. I was having a hard time between the two. This is a hard one.
This is a hard one. Join us on our Patreons. That way you can tell us what other whiskeys and blind tasting that we should also do. Because, I mean, look at him. He's dancing for joy.
I'm just gonna, okay, I'm 100% on the blind tastings.
I love him.
I'm bragging. I'm being an ass.
Oh.
I haven't got one. I haven't got one wrong yet, right? Am I wrong?
I can't remember.
I know I got all the makers for sure.
You got all of, I think we both got all the makers.
No.
You didn't? No.
It's fine.
I was pretty sure that I got the makers with you on that one.
I don't think so. Oh yeah, because we weren't doing it true blind. I would say what I thought, and then you'd say, oh yeah, I thought too. That's when we decided to write down our answers instead of let you hear what I was saying. Anyway, yeah, you got that one all right.
Well, not gonna lie, I used to cheat in college and I cheat here now too.
Hey, I appreciate the truth. Yeah. I didn't go to college, so how about that?
Anyways.
I hope you guys are having fun with us. We're having a blast doing
fun.
this, and we'd love to have more and more people join in. We wanted to start doing something now that the world is opening up more. I mean, not that it ever, for us, I don't feel like we let it shut us down. We kept going.
We kept going.
But we'd love to start doing some collabs with other folks that have channels out there that are into whiskey. That would be super fun. I'd be way into doing something like that.
Oh yeah, so. Let's bring a third party in.
Yeah, let's bring 10 parties in. Let's have 1,700 parties.
Let's do it.
1,797. All right, everything better with whiskey.
And friends. We do this every time. Oh man.